Let's be honest, when you hit 40, your style should be elevated, not outdated. But here's what I see every single day. Men making subtle wardrobe mistakes that instantly age them, make them look out of touch, or just plain sloppy. And the worst part? Most of these guys have no idea they're doing it. The thing is, looking sharp after 40 isn't about chasing trends or trying to dress like you're 25. That never works. In fact, the men who dress best at this stage of life have figured out something most guys never will. It's about knowing what to avoid. It's about understanding that every choice you make, from the collar on your shirt to the jacket on your back, is sending a signal. And right now, you might be sending the wrong one. Today, I'm breaking down 9 common wardrobe mistakes that true gentlemen over 40 never make. These aren't minor nitpicks. These are the errors that separate the men who command respect when they walk into a room from the ones who fade into the background. And for each mistake, I'm going to show you exactly what to do instead, so you can upgrade your look without overthinking it. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear blueprint for dressing like a man who's arrived. A man who understands that style isn't about showing off, it's about showing up as the best version of yourself. Let's get into it. 1. Wearing jeans that don't fit your age. The first mistake? Wearing the wrong denim. Jeans are one of those wardrobe staples that never go out of style, but the wrong pair can instantly make you look like you're trying too hard or not trying at all. And after 40, the margin for error gets smaller. Here's what I see constantly. Guys still reaching for the same baggy, faded, distressed jeans they wore in their 20s. Or worse, going the opposite direction with super skinny cuts that look borrowed from a teenager. Both are mistakes. The issue with baggy jeans is proportion. They make your legs look shorter and your silhouette shapeless. The issue with overly distressed denim, rips, heavy whiskering, excessive fading, is that it reads as immature. You're not 22 anymore. Your jeans shouldn't look like they've been through a shredder. Here's the fix. Go darker. A clean, dark indigo wash is universally flattering, more versatile, and instantly more refined. It reads as polished without looking like you're trying to dress up. Pair it with the right rise, mid-rise minimum so you're not fighting your waistline, and a cut that's slim but not skinny. Straight leg or a gentle taper. No stacking at the ankle. The Joe Jeans Dark Wash Slim Fit Jean is exactly what I'm talking about. Dark indigo, and a fit that works whether you're wearing boots or loafers. This is the kind of denim that earns its place in your rotation, because it works with everything from a t-shirt to a blazer. Get the denim right, and you've built a foundation for dozens of outfits. 2. Ignoring the power of the right collar. Most guys don't think twice about their shirt collar. They grab whatever's on the rack, button it up, and hope for the best. That's a mistake. Your collar is literally the frame for your face. It's one of the first things people see when they look at you. And if you're wearing the wrong collar shape or size for your face structure, you're throwing off your entire appearance, making your face look wider, longer, or completely unbalanced. Here's how it works. If you have a rounder face, a narrow or semi-spread collar creates vertical emphasis that elongates your features. It adds definition. But if you go with a wide spread collar, you're adding horizontal lines that make your face appear even rounder. Flip it around. If you have a longer, narrower face, a wider spread collar adds balance. It fills out your proportions. A narrow point collar would only exaggerate the length, and collar height matters too. A taller collar band works better for longer necks. A shorter band suits those of us with less neck to work with. These are small details that most men never consider, but they make a real difference. A brand like Commuter gets this right. Their semi-spread collar works for almost every face shape, and they offer enough variations that you can dial in exactly what flatters you. When your collar complements your face instead of fighting it, people notice. They just can't always explain why you look sharper than the next guy. 3. Defaulting to black and navy only. Black and navy are safe. They're easy. And that's exactly the problem. If your entire wardrobe lives in those two colors, you're playing it too safe. You're blending in when you could be standing out, not in a loud, look-at-me way, but in a way that shows you've actually thought about what you're wearing. Here's the truth. Black and navy don't flatter every skin tone equally. And when you limit yourself to just these two colors, you're cutting off dozens of outfit combinations that could actually make you look better. The fix isn't complicated. You don't need to start wearing pink or electric blue, but you do need to introduce some depth. Olive is one of the most underrated colors in menswear. It's masculine, modern, and works beautifully with earth tones and neutrals. Burgundy reads as sophisticated and pairs incredibly well with navy and gray. Camel and tan add warmth to your look, especially in outerwear and knitwear, without feeling flashy. And dark brown? It's a rich alternative to black that often looks more natural, especially if you have warmer undertones in your skin. The Sid MASHBURN spread collar sports shirt in their Oliver color is a perfect example of how to expand your palette without going off the rails. It introduces color in a controlled, sophisticated way. You're not wearing a solid lime green shirt, you're adding dimension. Start small. 1 lavender piece, 1 burgundy knit. You'll be surprised how much more interesting your outfits become. 4. Letting your outerwear let you down. Your jacket or coat is the first thing people see when you walk into a room. and if it's wrong, nothing underneath matters. The mistakes I see constantly: boxy, shapeless overcoats that add visual bulk, puffy down jackets worn in every context, even when they don't fit the situation, old fleeces and windbreakers that should have been retired years ago, and the opposite extreme, super trendy styles that won't look good in 2 seasons. Outerwear is an investment category. This isn't the place to cheap out or grab whatever's convenient. A well-tailored wool overcoat is one of the most powerful pieces a man over 40 can own. It instantly elevates everything, whether you're wearing it over a suit or over a sweater and jeans. The structure should complement your frame, not overwhelm it. Light shoulder construction, a defined waist, a length that hits mid-thigh or just below. Beyond the overcoat, you want versatile layers. A structured Harrington or bomber that keeps your silhouette clean. A well-fitted leather jacket if that suits your style. Pieces with shape, not bulk. The TODD SNYDER Italian Wool-Cashmere double-breasted topcoat in dark brown is a masterclass in getting this right. Peak lapel, beautiful Italian fabric. A fit that's tailored but allows layering. It works over a full suit and it works over a t-shirt and jeans. That's the kind of versatility you should demand from investment outerwear. When your coat fits properly and flatters your frame, you command attention without saying a word. If you're finding value in this breakdown, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you don't miss the next one. I drop new style strategies every week designed specifically for men who want to dress with intention, not just follow trends. Now let's keep going. 5. Wearing shoes that are too safe. Here's a pattern I see all the time. Guys default to exactly 2 types of shoes. Basic black dress shoes for anything remotely formal, plain white sneakers for everything casual. Both are fine choices on their own. But when those are your only options, you're leaving a lot of style on the table. Your shoes are an anchor point for your outfit. They can make a good look great or drag down an otherwise solid fit. And after 40, the details matter more, not less. The fix is expanding your rotation strategically, not dozens of shoes, just a few more options that give you range. Suede loafers are a perfect example. They're comfortable, sophisticated, and work in contexts where sneakers would be too casual and dress shoes too formal. A penny loafer in tobacco or snuff suede bridges that gap effortlessly. The Destin loafer in suede is handmade with a flexible construction that's comfortable for all-day wear but sharp enough to pair with tailored trousers. Chelsea boots are another gap filler. Sleek, modern, easy to pull on and go. They work with jeans, chinos, even some suits depending on the boot. And if you're going to wear sneakers, elevate the choice. Skip the mass market options and look at something like the Coyo Capri and Truffle. Italian suede, quality construction, a design that reads as intentional rather than default. The goal isn't more shoes. It's better shoes that give you options across more situations without compromising your look. 6. Getting layering wrong. Layering is one of those things that separates men who look intentional from men who look like they just grabbed whatever was closest. The mistakes go both ways. Some guys don't layer at all. They walk out in a single layer and their outfit falls flat. No depth, no visual interest, nothing to break up the monotony. Other guys pile on too much. Cardigan over shirt, over tee, over undershirt, and suddenly you look bulky, uncomfortable, and like you're wearing everything you own. The sweet spot is strategic layering, adding dimension without adding bulk. The rule I follow: 3 visible layers maximum. A base, whether that's a t-shirt or an Oxford. A mid-layer, a knit, a vest, a light jacket, and an outer layer when needed. Each piece should serve a purpose, and each should be fitted appropriately so you're not swimming in excess fabric. Quality matters here. Thin, well-made fabrics layer better than cheap, thick ones. A lightweight merino cardigan adds warmth without bulk. A fitted vest creates structure without overwhelming. The MEÁIN pub jacket in linen is the kind of layer that changes outfits. Wear it over a t-shirt for casual weekends. Throw it over an Oxford and you've got something that works for dinner. The relaxed structure and natural fiber keep it breathable and interesting without adding weight. When you layer right, you create outfits with depth and sophistication. When you layer wrong, too much or too little, you either look overdressed or underthought. 7. Choosing the wrong glasses for your face. If you wear glasses, they're one of the most prominent features on your face. And yet most guys pick frames based on what's on sale or what they've always worn, without ever considering whether the shape actually works for them. The wrong glasses can throw off your entire appearance. Too round on a round face makes you look softer than you want. Too angular on an angular face creates harshness. Oversized frames swallow your features, undersized frames look pinched and awkward. The principle is contrast and balance. Round face? Go for angular rectangular frames. They add definition and structure. Long or narrow face? Rounded or oval frames soften the proportions and add width. Square face with strong angles? Rounded frames balance that out. Oval face? You've got the most flexibility, most frame shapes will work. But shape isn't everything. Scale matters too. The frames should complement the size of your face without dominating it. And quality matters. Cheap plastic frames look cheap. Well-made acetate or metal frames with thoughtful details, that's what elevates. GARRETT LEIGHT does this exceptionally well. Their Wilson frame is a modern classic, round enough to work on angular faces, refined enough to look intentional, available in colorways that complement rather than clash. It's the kind of eyewear that people notice for the right reasons because it suits you, not because it's screaming for attention. Your glasses are on your face every day. Invest the time to get them right. 8. Neglecting proportion in casual wear. Most guys understand that fit matters in a suit. They'll get their blazer tailored, make sure the trousers break correctly, pay attention to shoulder seams. But when it comes to casual wear, they get lazy, and that's where the mistakes pile up. Baggy hoodies, oversized t-shirts, loose joggers, these don't look relaxed. They look sloppy, like you've given up. And on the other extreme, super tight tees clinging to every imperfection, skinny joggers cutting off circulation. That reads as trying too hard to look young. The fix is finding the middle ground. Casual doesn't mean careless. Your t-shirts should skim your body, not cling to it or drown it. Shoulder seams should hit at your actual shoulder. Sleeves should fit around your bicep without being tight. Length should allow you to tuck or leave untucked without looking like you're wearing a dress. Same principle applies to everything casual. Hoodies should be structured enough to show your shape. Jeans should fit cleanly through the thigh and taper appropriately. The Buck Mason Slub curved hem tee is a benchmark for getting this right. Classic fit, USA-made cotton, with a bit of texture, a curved hem that hits at the right length, whether tucked or untucked. It's a simple piece that just works because the proportions are dialed in. Even in casual wear, fit signals intentionality. When your weekend clothes fit as well as your weekday clothes, you look like someone who takes himself seriously, without looking like you're overdressed for a Saturday. 9. Wearing cheap leather accessories, belts, wallets, bags. These seem like afterthoughts. Minor details that don't really matter. They're not. And after 40, these details matter more than ever. Cheap leather cracks, fades, and falls apart. It looks bad from day one and gets worse fast. That cracked belt with the peeling edges, that wallet stuffed with cards and receipts, edges fraying, that nylon laptop bag, they're dragging down everything else you're wearing. The fix is quality over quantity. You don't need a dozen belts. You need 2 or 3 good ones. One in brown, one in black, maybe one in a suede or more casual leather. Properly made from full grain or vegetable tanned leather that develops character over time instead of falling apart. Same with your wallet. Ditch the overstuffed trifold for a slim bifold or card case in quality leather. It's what you pull out every time you pay for something. Make it worth looking at. And if you carry a bag for work, make it count. A quality leather briefcase or messenger says something about you. It says you value craftsmanship. It says you've arrived. The KIKA knee leather Commuter briefcase is exactly what I'm talking about. Handmade from vegetable tanned leather that will develop a beautiful patina over years of use. It's an investment, yes, but it's the kind of piece you'll own for decades and potentially pass down. Quality leather ages. Cheap leather dies. Choose accordingly. Get your denim right. Darker washes, proper fit, no distressing. Match your collar to your face shape. It's the frame people see first. Expand beyond black and navy into richer tones like olive, burgundy, and camel. Invest in outerwear that flatters your frame instead of overwhelming it. Build a shoe rotation with real options. Suede loafers, Chelsea boots, elevated sneakers. Layer strategically, 3 pieces maximum, quality over bulk. Choose glasses that work with your face, not against it. Apply the same fit principles to casual wear that you'd apply to tailored clothing. And finally, upgrade your leather accessories, because the details reveal the man. None of this is about spending more money or buying more stuff. It's about buying smarter, making intentional choices instead of default ones. Understanding that every piece you put on is telling a story about who you are. At this stage of life, you've earned the right to look like someone who knows exactly what he's doing. Not because you're chasing trends or trying to impress anyone, but because you respect yourself enough to show up well. If you want more strategies for building a wardrobe that commands respect, check out this video on screen next. I'll see you there.